Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Muchas gracias a todos por venir. La verdad que, pues, Canelo es un buen boxeador, me ganó bien. Yo creo que no es bueno poner pretextos, simplemente creo que el tiempo y el peso me quitaron un poquito de fuerza.
Thank you for coming. Canelo's a great fighter. He did his job tonight. And you know, the distance, the inactivity, it hurt me tonight.
Si quieren preguntar algo.
Any questions?
He's pointing at someone.
Buenas noches, Julio. Omar Pérez Campos de Promedio Radio en Guadalajara, por acá. Oye, tu parte que habías cuestionado de Saúl era que era un buen boxeador, pero te parecía que no era un campeón verdadero y que esquivaba a Golovkin, que te ha vencido y que se anuncia el cambia tu pensamiento.
No, la verdad no cambia nada mi forma de pensar. Canelo es buen boxeador, es buen campeón. Me ganó bien, tenía mucho mejor timing que yo, mucha mejor distancia, estaba mucho más activo, estaba en un peso mucho más cómodo, simplemente me ganó, es un buen boxeador y lo que dije pues está en él quitar esas dudas, ¿no?
You know, before the fight, you were saying that he was not a real champion, that he hasn't shown that he's a true champion. Have you changed your mind tonight? No, I have not. You know, I always thought he was a great fighter. I always thought he was a good fighter. And, you know, he just had better timing. He was just a much better fighter tonight. The activity helped him, and it hurt me.
Yo creo que sí, porque no me sentía con la fortaleza que me sentí en las peleas, de mis mejores peleas en la 160. Yo creo que el no pelear 5 años abajo de 168 me afectó un poco porque, pues en la distancia, ¿no? Y en el timing, más que nada. Yo creo que la fortaleza, no tenía la fortaleza que normalmente tengo. Like, no, I think the weight affected me a little bit, you know. 164 in 5 years, you know, done less than 168. Hurt me a little bit, but you know, I don't feel stronger. You know, I feel a little weak at my punches.
Sí, para, obviamente para Julio.
Sí, yo creo que voy a quedarme en las 168 libras. Creo que es lo más correcto para mí, para mi cuerpo. Sí. Intenté en un momento ir al ataque, pero no tenía la fuerza suficiente como para poder ponerle en aprietos y simplemente seguí mi estrategia y esperando si lo pudiera agarrar con un golpe. Él también no arriesgó tanto, hizo una pelea inteligente.
Are you expecting to go to 168? Do you want to come back at this weight? No, I'm staying at 168. That's the best for me. And, you know, during the fight, I did try to change some things. It just didn't happen for me. Every time I tried, it wasn't working. And he did a good fight. He was very smart in there, very intelligent what he was doing. And he never changed his plans. He never risked too much. He just did enough.
Julio aquí, Gabriel de Sport. ¿Qué opinión
de una celebración de otra esta noche. ¿Qué es tu opinión de esta celebración de una otra pelea durante esta noche?
No, no siento nada. Yo creo que hice lo que estuvo en mi capacidad para hacerlo esta noche. No pude hacer de más porque mi cuerpo no me respondió de más. Pero simplemente pues traté de hacer mi pelea. No siento nada de lo que estoy... No estoy contento, creo que pude haber hecho más, pero por esta noche no se pudo hacer más.
Yeah, I don't feel anything about they announcing another fight. Tonight I did the best that I could. My body didn't do the things that I wanted to do, and that's just what happened tonight. I move on from it.
Julio,
Sí voy a seguir trabajando con Don Nacho. La verdad que la estrategia que hicimos de pelear en el centro del ring fue buena. Canelo llegó un momento donde él se fue a las cuerdas. Lo que pasa es que yo no tenía la fortaleza como para atacarlo con agresividad como habíamos planeado. Entonces pienso quedarme con Don Nacho porque creo que hicimos un buen trabajo.
Are you gonna keep working with Nacho? I believe so. I think the strategy was smart. Fighting in the middle of the ring. That's what we wanted to do. And when he went to the ropes, I just didn't have the strength to go after him and do some damage.
More questions, guys. More questions. Go ahead.
Pues si la pregunta era antes de que quién era el mejor de los dos, ganó él, ganó bien. Yo creo que es un buen peleador, un peleador que espero y la gente lo siga porque le echa ganas, se ve que es un muchacho dedicado, sus combinaciones y su ritmo es bueno, no es un mal peleador. Sinceramente no creo que sea el mejor del mundo porque me enfrenté un tiempo a Martínez y creo que es mejor boxeador que Canelo, pero es un muy buen boxeador, muy decente y posiblemente el mejor boxeador mexicano de la actualidad.
Do you believe that he's the best Mexican fighter at this point in time? He knows what he's doing and they're very smart. Mexican people should follow him. He does things right. He's dedicated. He works hard. He showed it tonight. Is he the best I fought? I think Martinez was better, but I think he is the best Mexican fighter at this point in time.
Nunca me lastimó, me pegó algunos buenos golpes, pero nunca me lastimó, no sentí su pegada, no es un noqueador, tiene buenas combinaciones y pues disculparme con la gente de Sinaloa, de la mexicana, porque yo sé que esperaban una guerra, desgraciadamente con el cuerpo no se puede y mi cuerpo no me reaccionó como yo quería, pero gracias a Dios pues estoy aquí bien y listo para lo que venga.
Obviously, the question was, what do you tell the people from Sinaloa? And did he hurt you at any point in time? He didn't hurt me. He's not a big knockout puncher. I did feel his punch, but not to hurt me. And it was. I just want to tell the people of Sinaloa, I apologize. Obviously, they wanted a war. I couldn't give it to them tonight. My body just wasn't able to.
Pues mira, es difícil decir tu pronóstico. Sinceramente, yo creo que Golovkin es favorito en la pelea esa. Pero Canelo, con esta pelea mía, creo que va a agarrar más confianza. Y es un muchacho que es buen peleador. Veo la pelea un 50 y 50.
What do you think of the fight between Golovkin and Canelo? What do you think about it? It's a tough fight. It's a good fight. I think Canelo showed tonight how good he can be. I think Golovkin will be the favorite, but I think it's just a 50-50 fight.
Thank you, guys. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
So the attendance, the official attendance is 20,510, and we were extremely happy that the closed circuit was amazing. Sold out. Closed circuit was sold out, so it was a great weekend, great evening, great celebration, Cinco de Mayo for everyone. Everyone had a great time. I mean, what can I say? Canelo did a phenomenal job. Canelo hizo un trabajo increíble. Yo creo que Chávez siempre va a ser campeón y va a regresar a dar lo mejor que pueda para sus próximas peleas. No perdió nada, yo creo. Pero déjame decirte que el Canelo ya está listo para enfrentarse a los mejores en las 160 libras. Y como ahora vieron, just the way you saw right now in the ring after the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered, okay? With Triple G. So anybody who still wants to doubt it, you can talk to my PR guy, my director, and but it's signed, sealed, and delivered. And I've always stated that Triple G will happen in 2017. I've always stated that. Ever since about a year ago when everyone was asking, why are you afraid of Triple G? Why is this not gonna happen? I told everybody it's gonna happen in September. And we're extremely proud and happy and excited that this fight is gonna take place on September 16th, anywhere around the world. I don't know yet. Dan, question? Not tough at all. Not tough at all. The Triple G side is such a pleasure to work with. My president, Eric Gomez, we wanted specific negotiations, and it was easy to make. We negotiated back and forth several times, no big deal. These types of fights take a long time to make happen, and surprisingly enough, this fight took a couple of weeks to make. Now, I did start negotiations a while back, and we halted those negotiations for respect out of Chavez and this event. And we halted those for about a month. And then we started negotiating 2 weeks ago, and they got done a few days ago.
Oscar.
Kevin. So sorry, Kevin. Let me. Right now we have. Les quiero presentar with a great performance. As you saw, one side showed up, and that's Canelo for this fight, and we are extremely happy for him. He is the face of boxing. And we are extremely proud that we can have this fight with Triple G for you in September, which will be, I think, one of the, if not the biggest fight anticipated in recent years. So. Sí. Les quiero presentar un aplauso fuerte para el campeón mexicano.
¡Viva México!
El mejor de México.
¡Viva Canelo Álvarez!
Unifying or fighting for the unified world titles in September 16th, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Only questions on Chavez at this point, and then we'll let you guys know when you guys can ask about the other fight.
No, bueno, quiero agradecerles todo el apoyo que me brindaron y pues muy contento por esta noche.
I want to thank all of you for all the support, and I'm very happy for this great evening.
Vente, para que veas.
Canelo, we've talked in the past about your stamina.
Who is it? Who is it?
No,
Were you able to be fresh for all 12 because Chavez allowed you to pace yourself, or because your stamina is getting better for the weight?
No, me sentí muy bien, creo que, como lo dije, fue una de mis mejores preparaciones, me sentí fuerte, me sentí rápido, me sentí con condición. En el quinto, sexto, llegó un poco el agobio, ¿no? Por la pelea, por la fatiga de los primeros asaltos, pero después agarré mi segundo aire, me sentí bien toda la pelea.
No, I felt very good. Like I said, look, the preparation, the hard work was done in training. And yes, of course, in the fifth, sixth round, I felt a little, exhausted, but that's normal. Then I got my second win and picked it up and finished strong.
No, la verdad que me siento muy contento, muy orgulloso. Creo que la gente se tiene que sentir orgulloso de dos mexicanos de estar haciendo todo esto. Yo, de poderles brindar estas peleas, me siento muy orgulloso y muy contento y espero brindarles muchas más.
No, I'm very happy. I'm very proud. Look, two Mexicans doing what we did tonight. The people should be proud for what we did, and I'm very happy, and I'm going to continue giving the fans and giving you all big and great fights.
No, yo creo que, pues sí, yo creo que demostrarles, ¿no? Que soy mejor, a pesar de que es más pesado, más todo, soy mejor que él, finalmente.
No, I'm very happy. Look, after all those years of the build-up, after all that talk, who's better, I'm very happy to demonstrate that regardless of the weight, regardless of the size advantage he had, that I'm the better fighter.
No, sí, es un peleador fuerte, claro que se sentía la pegada, pero puedo asimilar golpes, obviamente lo que quería era invitarlo a pelear, a darle una gran pelea al público.
No, look, obviously, I felt his punches because of his size, the weight. I wasn't ever hurt. What I was trying to do is invite him to open up and exchange so that we can give the public a beautiful fight.
Mira, creo que esas cuestiones nosotros no podemos decirles, creo que las televisoras son las que le prometen al público, nosotros no nos encargamos de eso. Yo lo único que quiero es brindarle a la gente, a la afición, grandes peleas, y lo de la televisión pues se encargan las televisoras, nosotros no.
Look, the question was that there was a little delay on the television. He says, look, I want to give the fans the fights. I want to give the fans the fights that they want to see. The television, the delays, the production, that's not my job. That's the television that has to deal with that.
voy satisfecho con lo logrado esta noche, con un peleador que fácil me llevaba más de 5 kilos, pues mostrarle a la gente que puedo con esto y con mucho más, ¿no? Yo creo que lo único que quiero, lo vuelvo a repetir, es brindarle grandes peleas a la afición y demostrarles que soy mejor que mis rivales.
Look, I'm very happy. I'm very happy because I had an opponent, and I want to say something that he's being very modest. He's saying he had an opponent that was only 10 pounds, 8 pounds bigger than him. I think you all know there was about 20 plus pounds bigger than him. But he wants to show that, regardless of that, he's better than his opponents.
De esta noche, ¿cuál fue el momento que más te gustó a ti arriba del cuadrilátero? ¿En qué round te sentiste más a gusto? ¿Y termina la rivalidad contra Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. o continuará esta?
Ya este capítulo se cerró, está cerrado, esta noche lo cerré con broche de oro, creo que eso es lo más importante. Y en todos los rounds me sentí muy bien, disfruté la pelea, amo el boxeo. Me subo a disfrutar la pelea, me subo a divertirme y eso es lo que hice hoy.
The question was, does the rivalry continue or is this chapter over? Canelo says, you know what, this chapter's over. I enjoyed the fight. I won the fight every single round. I had fun. And that's what I do. I love what I do. I love boxing.
Las esquinas se habló muchísimo desde que la pelea fue pactada. Cuando Julio Jr. llamó a un señor Bernstein, se decía que ese iba a ser un punto clave. Sin embargo, pues esta noche no apareció nada de la supuesta magia. ¿Y qué opinas tú en cuanto al round entre las esquinas, entre Chepo, Eddie y el de la esquina contraria?
Tengo la mejor esquina del mundo.
I have the best corner in the world.
So now we're going to bring out Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, and so we can please bring him out now. So Gennady.
So there you go. Like I said, look, this fight is September 16th. I've already had several calls from around the world wanting to stage this fight. I literally had a call. I have a missed call from Dubai. I have a missed call from the UK where Anthony Joshua and Klitschko just sold out 90,000 people. So there's interest all over the world. There's interest from everywhere. And those negotiations, those talks will start in the weeks to come. Very soon, because this fight is September 16th. And let me just tell you that Tom Loeffler and his team is an amazing team, and it's going to be a lot of fun putting all this together until fight night. And we obviously wish for the better man to win. We have two great warriors here. This is the most anticipated fight, okay? Right next to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. But the difference is that this fight is gonna have a lot of action, non-stop action. And therefore we're calling this fight Bombs Away. So let me introduce to you Tom Loeffler, who represents Triple G. Tom.
Thank you, Oscar. Well, I tell you, this fight was a long time in the making. You know, as we've said in numerous interviews, I've been talking to Eric Gomez and Oscar about putting this fight together. They stayed true to their word. They always said, even since last year, that this fight, we'd make this fight for September 2017. And here we are making the announcement. It couldn't be a bigger announcement in the sport of boxing. It wasn't easy making the fight, and it was even harder not announcing the fight before this time here, before it would actually get out, because we didn't know what would happen in the fight tonight. We want to give our respects and congratulations to Canelo and his team. Fought a tremendous fight. Whenever you can shut out a fighter like Chavez Jr., it's a tremendous performance. So we want to congratulate him, and we look forward to working with Golden Boy and the team of Canelo for a tremendous promotion in September. Thank you. So with that, I want to bring up the unified middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
Yeah, guys, today is very nice performance. Congrats, of course, Canelo's team and his family. Of course, it's a nice job today. And right now, everybody believe fight for us is possible September 16th. Everybody excited. I'm very happy. Right now, this is for us the biggest fight in boxing. Please don't lose this fight. Enjoy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. So now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the man who had an incredible night against a bigger guy. He shut him out for 12 whole rounds, made it look easy because of his hard work and because of the team that he has behind him with Chepo and Eddie. So let me introduce to you the man who will face all comers and is willing to be great, and that is Canelo Alvarez. Canelo.
No, bueno, pues muy contento de que se haya hecho esta pelea, la pelea que decían que nunca se iba a hacer.
First of all, I want to say I'm very happy. I'm very happy that this fight is finally here. The one that a lot of you said would never be made.
Muy contentos de brindarles otra gran pelea al público. Es lo único que quiero en mi carrera.
And very happy
Gracias.
to give the fans another great fight, which is the only thing I want in my career. Thank you.
We'll now open it up for questions. Kevin.
Oscar, if I can ask you first, to start with you. You had Joshua Klitschko, Thurman, Garcia this year, now you're making this fight. What is the impact upon the sport when the promoters put these kind of fights together as opposed to what happened last year?
Yeah, no, when you have fighters that want to make fights, that want to make the best fights, it makes the job much easier. And we have an opportunity to bring boxing back. Boxing was on a hiatus. With these fights that you saw tonight, that you're gonna see in September, that you saw with Anthony Joshua, future fights that are gonna take place, boxing is back, bigger and better than ever. It's just like everything. It's like basketball when they lost Kobe. It's like any other sport. You have your ups and downs. Boxing always has its ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. Right now, we are living a great moment in the sport of boxing, and we're going to continue it for a long time.
And then for Canelo, if I can ask you, can you evaluate Gennady's performance against Daniel Jacobson? Do you think he won that fight? Did you feel like he came out on top of that fight?
I'm sorry, Kevin, what fight are you talking about?
No, bueno, pues yo creo que mi opinión es que fue una pelea difícil para los dos peleadores, una pelea difícil por los estilos, y eso es lo único que puedo opinar. Yo creo que ya opinar de eso ya es de más, ¿no? Lo único que me interesa opinar es lo que viene en septiembre.
Look, all I can say is, look, it was a difficult fight for both of them. To give my opinion is there's no reason for it. I just got to get ready for what's next and what's coming.
Right here, straight in front of you, Canelo, straight back. Congratulations on your victory tonight. My question for you is, knowing that the deal for this fight against Gennady was signed a couple of weeks ago, was it in any way difficult to maintain your focus on the fight that you had in front of you tonight, knowing that this huge fight was made and nobody could talk about it, but you knew that it was done?
Más bien te pregunto, ¿viste que perdí el enfoque?
Do you really think I looked like I lost focus?
No, I wanted to know, but how difficult was it for you to maintain that focus knowing the fight was made?
Soy yo me considero una persona que tiene mentalidad fuerte y sé separar una cosa de otra. Primero tenía que ganar esta pelea y después ya se hacía esta, ¿no? Pero primero lo primero y dicen que primero enero y después febrero.
Look, first, I consider myself a person of strong mental strength. And I knew I had to focus. And I knew I had to, first things first, I had to win this fight before I thought or think about anything else. And we showed it, right?
I have a question for Abel. Abel, can you, knowing what you know about Canelo, and obviously you know Gennady better than any of us, can you just kind of tell us how you think this fight would play out? What type of fight it would be? More boxing, more power, combination of both?
I think Canelo displayed today some great boxing skills, great combinations, but he's not going to have Chavez in front of him. He's going to have Gennady Golovkin. I think it's going to be a great fight. I've said in the past that this is the kind of fight that can go 2 or 3 times, and I still believe it, and I believe it even more now that I saw him fight Chavez.
Sí, saludos a los dos. Esta pregunta es para Saúl y para Gennady. ¿Cómo se imaginan una pelea entre ustedes? ¿Son los estilos perfectos para hacer una pelea de época, un clásico del boxeo? ¿Cómo esperan que se dé ese combate del 16 de septiembre?
Bueno, yo en lo personal espero una gran pelea, una pelea donde sí, de los estilos se van a hablar para dar una gran pelea, eso es lo que yo espero. De mi parte, como siempre, pondré todo para que así sea.
Look, I expect the fight is going to be explosive and powerful. The styles are there. They should mesh together, and on my part, that's what you're going to see.
You know, everybody understands right now it's a very difficult fight for both for us, because I think 2 great champions. But when he's number 1 in the world, maybe pound for pound. Of course, power, of course, technical, tactical, all over, everything. Now this is amazing fight for everybody.
Gennady, can you elaborate a little bit on that and the admiration and respect that Canelo has earned from you? Because I know, as recently as earlier this year, you still had doubts about whether or not you would accept this fight. Now that he's produced his performance and accepted the fight, how do you feel about Canelo the fighter and Canelo the man?
Yeah. Right now, I see it's a very good job. Thank you for promotions, Gold Boy and Tom. Of course, I respect his team right now. He's ready, because everybody wants this fight. Not just me and him, just people, business, everybody wants this fight. Of course, I respect this situation. I want this situation. Thanks for promotions.
Saúl, buenas noches. Preguntarte por acá. Para esta pelea, ¿habrá algún título de por medio o todavía no han llegado a ese tema? Porque tú eres campeón de una división, Golovkin es campeón de otra división. No sé si se pondrá en juego algún título o será como esta contra Junior.
Esos detalles todavía están por definirse.
The question was whether it be a title. Look, that'll be to come. We'll talk about that later.
Lo importante es que está la pelea.
Look, the important thing is the fight's done. It's next.
Okay, we are ready now to pose the fighters, get your pictures, because we are going to have some fun with this one. Here we go.
Down front, ball guard.